Welcome to Land Grant Today. My name is Dr. Jamie Davis, and today we have the pleasure of speaking to Mr. Bakari McClendon. He's serving as the coordinator for engagement and communication for the Sustainability Institute at Florida A&M University. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
All right, so let's start off by clarifying exactly what is the Sustainability Institute at Florida A&M.
Absolutely. Again, thank you for the opportunity. Sustainability Institute at Florida A&M is about advancing socially just, environmentally sound, and culturally competent solutions now and in the future. So it's at a local scale, a regional scale, and global scale.
Okay, good. So let's put it in layman's terms. What does that equate to for the actual campus?
Absolutely. So part of our goals are to use conservation practices. We've all heard of reduce, recycle, reuse.
Right.
We want to forward those types of methodologies to reduce our carbon footprint and conserve our natural resources.
Okay, makes perfect sense. So what attracts you to this position?
I think what attracts me to this position is the fact that we are addressing everyday problems that we all face. We all contribute in some way to our global carbon footprint. So it's about finding solutions and practical ways that we can address those challenges.
Very important. But how do you decide what issues to pursue with so many issues, not just on our campus, but globally, like you mentioned? How do you decide what's important?
Absolutely. So we rely on our faculty and students to catalyze these research opportunities to also inspire teaching and service in sustainability. So it's a three-pronged approach in research, teaching, and service, with sustainability as the context. And of course, within the whole framework of FAMU's unique mission. Okay.
So let's talk about the objectives of the Institute. It's fairly new, about 2 to 3 years old.
Yes,
yeah.
Yep, started in 2015.
2015, okay. So what are the objectives?
So the objectives of the Sustainability Institute, again, is to catalyze that research, teaching, and service, but also to train our students as sustainability problem solvers. When we think about sustainability, we may think of ecological challenges or environmental challenges, or we may think about economic challenges, social capital, things of that nature, or social challenges. So sustainability takes the approach that we have to look at all of these three things: environmental, social, and economic imbalance, to truly look at the system and address those challenges.
Okay. So can you give us an overview so far as to how the campus benefited from the Institute?
Absolutely. We've coordinated workshops campus-wide and individual workshops such as our Indaba Sustainability Series, where we as a campus define what sustainability means at FAMU. And what we've defined sustainability as is the ability to address future and current challenges at the local, regional, and global scale, and do so in an environmentally competent, socially just, and in a way that addresses our unique demographic here at Florida A&M.
So it sounds like this is very important, right?
Yes.
Now, other institutions, do they have a program like this, or is it something exclusive to Florida A&M?
Well, unique to Florida A&M is the fact that we are an institute, meaning that our goals are steeped in research and teaching and service. Other campuses may have a sustainability office, which addresses things such as business systems or campus stewardship, but we do those things as well. And we also incorporate the idea of sustainability into the actual framework of our education here at Florida A&M.
Okay, makes sense. Let's transition to the FAMU RISE program. President Robinson has his program. How does this align with his initiative?
Yes, so FAMU Rising is Florida A&M University's strategic plan, of course, led by Dr. Robinson. And sustainability is throughout the plan. For example, one of the things that we're doing is giving students skills through the SEED, which is the Sustainability Education and Engagement Destination. It's our on-campus garden. And so we're teaching students practical ways that they can be sustainable in their personal lives through their diet and through exercise and things of that nature, getting outside. So these provide students with those exceptional experiences that are unique to FAMU. And so that's just one way that we are in alignment with Dr. Robinson's FAMU Rising strategic plan.
That's always a good thing, to be in alignment with the president. Briefly, next 5 years, what's the vision for the Institute?
Well, we look at sustainability as a journey, not so much of a destination, because through research, we create new knowledge, we find out new ways of doing things and new ways to be sustainable. So with our goal, I think it's to really be moving towards that carbon neutrality, toward that zero waste, toward that, water efficiency and energy efficiency. So we definitely look to improve in the next 5 years in those areas.
All right, we have to go to break, but when we return, we'll talk about some examples that you're implementing on campus.
Great.
We'll see you on the other side of the break.
Here's your check. Oh, you got it. Since I got rid of my car, I really enjoy walking.
Okay. God, no.
Getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates.
Oh, you're home early. You live with your mom?
That'll set your game back a few years. Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Oh! Checking your fantasy league?
Nah, just my 401k statement.
Nice. Where'd you find the money for that?
I just been saving a little every month.
I can't seem to save anything.
Well, what about all this? What about the money you're spending?
What money? It's gone before I can get my hands on it.
I got a pizza for a Todd.
Hey, can somebody spot me?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind.
It's 547.
Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org.
Calls me googly eyes.
You know you're beautiful, right? You know that?
Even you are beautiful. I got bullied for wearing glasses. Share if you're against bullying.
We put it out there, just took off. 3 million people have shared this post. Don't let bullies get you down. I stand with you. Our whole family's wearing glasses. I wear glasses and I'm proud.
I even have the army on my team.
All the kind comments brought my child joy. I don't feel thank you is enough.
Next.
Welcome back to Land Grant Today. My name is Dr. Jamie Davis, and again, we have the pleasure of speaking to Mr. McClendon, Coordinator and Engagement Coordinator at the Sustainability Institute. All right, let's transition to some of the projects that you actually put in place. You're a busy man, and clearly you have a lot of passion for what you do. But let's talk about the Home Depot Retool Your School project.
All right, great. So the Home Depot Retool Your School project is a grant challenge. It's based on social media.
Okay.
And right now, I would like all of your viewers to get on Twitter and Instagram and use the hashtag FAMU_RYS18.
Okay.
And so the hashtag FAMU_RYS18 that's how you vote, by utilizing that hashtag on Twitter and Instagram.
Okay.
And what this does is puts us in the running for $50,000 towards a project of our choosing. Now, what we hope to accomplish should we win this challenge, or when we win this challenge, is to expand on the work that we've done with the SEED, which I mentioned earlier, which stands for the Sustainability, Education, and Engagement Destination, which is our on-campus garden, as well as our solar-powered pavilion. And so we want to expand and make improvements and beautification projects here on our campus.
Okay, so for clarification, did we win this?
Yes, we won the challenge in 2016.
Okay.
And we broke ground with the SEED. And this year we hope to win again, of course, and to expand and make continuous improvements in that area.
Where is the SEED located on campus?
Yes, so the SEED is located adjacent to the Tukes Recreational Center near the FAMU Marching 100 practice field on West Osceola Street.
Okay. When do you guys, as a group, go out to work with the students or continue the project?
Excellent question. So Wednesday, Thursday, and Fridays, 3 p.m. to 5 p.m., we welcome faculty, students, and community members to come out and lend a hand in the garden. Right now we have over 30 variety of fruits and vegetables growing in our garden.
Okay.
And we also have contributed to our Farm Share program, which distributes on Tuesday at the FAMU Health Center.
Exactly what, for the volunteers, what type of work, will they get their hands dirty? Is it, what type of work do you guys have planned?
Right, so part of our work every time we meet in the garden is watering. That's something that we definitely have to do every time. But also it's observing the plants and noticing changes in the plants, and also planting and starting seeds. We're partnering with the greenhouses at the College of Agriculture and Food Science, and they have graciously allowed space for us to start seeds for the spring. So we've got some cucumbers and tomatoes and peppers that are in the greenhouse getting ready to be planted late spring.
So to recap, what's the hashtag one more time?
Yes. So
and when's the deadline?
Yes. Okay. So the hashtag is hashtag FAMU_RYS18, and you must use this in every tweet, in every Instagram post, and the deadline is Earth Day, which is April 22nd.
Okay. Well, if you guys do win, we'd love to have you back on the show to talk about your future plans.
Excellent.
But let's transition to the Green Coalition. What exactly is that project? What are the goals, the objectives?
So the Green Coalition has been around for a while. It was actually established in 1996. And the goal of the Green Coalition, it's a registered student organization here at Florida A&M. And the goals are to partner with campus and community organizations to address environmental challenges in a way that engages our students.
What are some issues that you guys are concerned about right now?
Well, we're really excited. The Green Coalition just finished its Green Week. And we had a series of events. We had a viewing of the documentary film, An Inconvenient Truth. We also had a campus cleanup, Secure the Bag. In this case, we're talking about securing the plastic bag. We've also had a water day where students created a game where they had to see which group could carry water the fastest. We sometimes can take for granted the fact that we have ready access to water, and that's not the case all over the world. So it was just a fun way to create an appreciation for that natural resource. And so those are some of the things that the Green Coalition are doing. And also members of the Green Coalition participated in the Community Garden Network day of workshops. So, these are students who are really engaged in gardening and in general, just sustainable practices personally.
Okay, good work.
Excellent.
Hands down, good work. Let's transition to your partnership with FAMU's dining service, METS. It's my understanding that you guys are working with them on a project.
Yes, absolutely. We're very excited about the fact that METS has partnered with the Sustainability Institute to compost their kitchen trimmings, or basically pre-consumer waste that would normally end up in a landfill. So just this week, we have contributed to reducing 300 pounds of organic matter going into the landfill. And what we're doing is we're composting that. And we're also working with our grounds and landscape services to provide leaves and wood chips to mix in with those kitchen trimmings to create a compost that reduces our waste cost. It reduces the cost for us at the Seed or Sustainability Institute, because we won't have to purchase fertilizer or topsoil for our garden. So it's
a win-win for both groups.
It's a win-win-win. It's like the triple bottom line.
Awesome. Okay, you mentioned earlier in the show workshops.
Yes.
Throughout the year, you guys conduct various workshops for FAMU students and the community.
Yes.
Can you talk about or give an example about some of the topics you guys address?
Yes, absolutely. Our first workshop this semester was how to create eco-friendly cleaners. A lot of the products that we may consume in stores may not have the best impact on water quality. So one of the, a PhD student here on campus actually led that workshop. She's also an entrepreneur. And she just gave us some practical ways for some things that we can incorporate into our cleaning regimen or routines that has a much less impact on our water quality in the environment.
Okay, and how often do you guys have these workshops?
So we've hosted about 2 workshops per month,
Oh, wow.
And so we've had a composting workshop. We've had a workshop on mushrooms by FAMU alums who came back, who started their own business to share that information with the students in the community. And we've also had partnered with Cooperative Extension here at FAMU to produce a workshop on herbs and talked about culinary herbs and some of the little known uses for them in the garden.
Briefly, how can viewers find out more information about the workshop?
Excellent. So they can email us at sustainability@famu.edu.
Okay.
We also have a Facebook page, which is Sustain FAMU. And we also have our website up, which is sustainability.famu.edu.
Okay, so plenty of ways to contact you guys.
Yes.
We have to go to break, but when we return, we'll talk about how students can get involved working with the Institute. We went over.
Open up your books to page 360.
Did you just look at your phone while you was in class? You played yourself.
Talking about inspirational quotes.
You gotta believe in yourself. Don't ever play yourself. The key is to make it, so make it.
Louise, can you give me an example of an inspirational quote?
Don't play yourself. The key is to make it.
And who said that?
I did. Now that's a major key alert.
Learn the real major keys to getting to college at getschool.com.
A full life, measured in seats, starts with the right ones early on. Car crashes are a leading killer of children 1 to 13. Learn how to prevent deaths and injuries by using the right car seat for your child's age and size.
Wow, these are really good.
You act surprised. Practice makes perfect.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who don't need perfection. They need you.
Welcome back to Land Grant Today. Again, my name is Dr. Jamie Davis, and we have Mr. McClendon here. We're going to transition to our students. It always goes back to the students. So you mentioned so many projects that you guys are working on, and I'm sure more to come. How can we ensure that our students are working directly with you guys?
Well, that's a great question. We welcome student participation. Of course, student engagement is key in any project here on campus, and student success is even more so important. So we strive to do all of those things, to engage students, to facilitate their success, and also with faculty to reach out in terms of how can we incorporate sustainability or research in the context of sustainability.
Right, okay. Can you give us an example of some initiatives where some students work with you guys, or?
Sure, absolutely. For example, I mentioned earlier that we harvest our produce and donate it to Farm Share on Tuesdays at the FAMU Health Center.
And what is Farm Share?
And so Farm Share, absolutely. So every Tuesday, the FAMU Health Center distributes food through the Second Harvest, as well as the Farm Share, which is a regional farmers network. And they distribute it to anyone who is in need. And so part of what we're seeking to accomplish is to get the food where it needs to be. We have this productive space, and we're producing pounds of food, and so we want to make sure that the campus community has access to that. And that was actually an idea from a student, and so we applaud, absolutely, and so we applaud all of our students for taking the initiative, and we want to facilitate that and their success.
Excellent. What about professors and staff members? How can they get involved and help you guys achieve your mission and objectives?
Well, we see the seed as an outdoor classroom. And so no matter what academic discipline, there is a link to sustainability, whether it's personal sustainability, institutional sustainability, or global sustainability. And so we look at the seed, which is the on-campus garden near the Tooks Recreation Center. We see that as an outdoor classroom. So faculty members, if they want to get outside or take the lecture to the outdoor classroom, we welcome that. And also, the Sustainability Institute is organized under the Division of Research. And so we, of course, welcome the opportunity to collaborate with faculty to promote research, again, in the context of sustainability, no matter what academic discipline they're in.
Okay, excellent. Now, it's my understanding Earth Day is coming up soon.
Absolutely.
What are your plans for Earth Day?
So April is Earth Month. We are partnering with a number of institutions across our campus. Right now, the Sustainable You poster competition is open, and the reception will actually be on the 20th of April. That's a Friday, and that's in partnership with the School of Architecture, the School of the Environment, and the Sustainability Institute, as well as the FAMU Health Center. We will have a Earth Month celebration at the Seed, and that will take place on April the 27th at 1 o'clock at the Seed. And we'll be also giving or awarding the Golden Shovel Award, which is awarded to the student organization that has the most volunteer hours at the community garden at the Seed.
Okay. So exciting, a lot of things, a lot of events planned. Now, on Earth Day, is it open to the public or only FAMU staff and students?
Well, we'll also have community partners, tabling or vendors with information. Some of our workshop guests will come back. And of course, we want to highlight our partnerships with the Recycling Center, which is housed under the Environmental Health and Safety Division here at FAMU. So they'll be on hand to educate students and faculty and community members about recycling and how we can be more efficient with our recycling. We'll also have Cooperative Extension there to talk about their initiatives and how the Seed aligns with that. We'll also have the School of the Environment, of course, which everything comes back to the environment, social and economics in that sustainability triangle. So we'll have all of those areas represented at Earth Month celebration at the Seed again on April the 27th, 1 p.m.
It seems like you have a lot of buy-in from stakeholders on campus and a few off campus. Can you describe or tell us about why that is important to get so many people to buy in and support your initiative?
Oh, that's a great question. The idea of sustainability is that we can't do it alone. We alone can do it, but we can't do it alone. So it takes a personal choice and conviction to take the sustainability challenge and live sustainably in whatever way you can. But also we recognize that here at Florida A&M, we are a community and we have to work together to address these challenges. We have to take a systems thinking approach, not so much of a siloed approach, but look at ways that each of us has a critical piece of the puzzle of sustainability.
Okay, well said, well said. Let's talk about research. Research is an important part of what you guys do. Can you give us an example or just talk about how research is important and what you guys hope to do with it?
Absolutely. I'll share a new initiative that we have with the USDA, U.S. Forest Service in Apalachicola. It's CSER, it's CSER, it's the Center for Spatial and Ecological Research. And what we hope to achieve with that is create a situation where students can gain experience in GIS or geospatial information systems. We know that that's a growth industry, and employers of all industries are looking for GIS analysts. And so we hope to do some spatial and remote sensing research to help with conservation management practices.
Interesting. And that's open to all FAMU students or certain students? How does that work if people are interested?
Right, so they can contact us if they're interested. Right now, there is the Geospatial Club that is working on a campus map initiative. And it's really a hands-on way to get students dealing with the data and doing some GIS work.
Okay, good. Now, it seems like you guys are balancing a lot. You have a lot going on, which is a good thing. How do you determine the success of these events? Because it's important to understand whether or not you're being effective or not. And I'm sure you guys are, but how do you determine that?
Great question. So we do that quantitatively as well as qualitatively. So quantitatively, it's looking at the number of students we've engaged, the number of hours that they put in, the number of projects, number of workshops, number of grant dollars. And qualitatively, we look at it by feedback, by corresponding with our partners, corresponding with students to get a sense of what their ideas are, what they're passionate about, and we try to go in that direction if we can, or get them to articulate more about what we can do to improve.
Right. Okay. Well, it seems like you guys are doing a great job. We have to go to break, but when we come back, we'll have closing words with Mr. McClendon.
I'm a single mother, and I was the main one working, so I never thought that I could go back to school, My sister, my mother, everybody wanted to help me with my kids. I could not have gotten my diploma without my family.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
I'm a retired school psychologist, and helping people was my thing.
I was very independent and thought I could take care of myself. I fell, and I had to have Meals on Wheels.
After my stroke, when Meals on Wheels started, I was on the other end of the stick, so to speak.
Meals on Wheels, coming to my door as someone who's housebound, having someone check on me, assures me that I'm not forgotten.
Meals on Wheels has given me a mode of freedom that I wouldn't have otherwise.
We're the clients.
We are the clients.
We are the clients of Meals on Wheels.
America, let's do lunch.
1 in 6 seniors faces the threat of hunger, and millions more live in isolation. Drop off a hot meal and say a quick hello. Volunteer by donating your lunch break at americaletsdolunch.org.
Your daughter just had her first breakup. Do you A, put yourself in her shoes, B, console her,
don't worry, sweetie. This is gonna happen a lot.
or C, find her a new boyfriend?
Nice single boys. That was weird.
As a parent, there are no perfect answers. But you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
Mom.
Visit aarp.org/caregiving for information on how to provide even better care for the person who wants to care of you.
Welcome back to Land Grant Today. Our guest, Mr. McClendon, thank you for being on our show.
Thank you for the opportunity.
In closing, what advice would you give a student interested in giving back to the community?
Well, first, I have to say that the Volunteer Services Program and the Efferson Student Union is one great way to get involved. Okay. They have a myriad of ways that you can give back of your time to the community here locally and on campus. Also, I would say come to our Earth Day celebration and find out more about all of the great things that are happening on campus. That's, again, April 27th at 1 p.m. That's a Friday. Also, they can interact with their professors and engage their professors in community-based research and look at ways that they can use their research to give back to the community and incorporate the community in their research. So I think those are 3 key ways. VSP, come out to Earth Month celebration on the 27th, that's a Friday, 1 p.m., and engage their professors in community-based research.
And one last question. What is the hashtag again for the Home Depot Retool Your School?
Yes, please. In all of your Instagram and Twitter posts, use the hashtag FAMU_RYS18.
Thank you for coming on our show. Thank you for your knowledge and your insight.
Thank you.
And folks, thank you for watching another show of Land Grant Today. We'll see you next week.